guys, and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be doing a really fun video. A company called Babylon Leather approached me and asked me if I wanted to try out their DIY kits. You must forgive me, I did just get over COVID, so I don't have as much lung function, so I'm taking deep breaths, but so here is the purse that I chose. So just like me, I make, patterns and sell them. Well, this company actually makes patterns and sells them, but also makes or assembles a kit with all the pieces and the hardware for you to buy. So all you need to do is just purchase the kit, and then you can get the gorgeous pieces with the hardware, and then they give you the instructions, and then you just make it yourself. This is 100% leather, so it is amazing quality. I got the Babylon Veg Tanned Saddle Bag DIY leather kit. So this is how it looks. It is so cute, simple, and sleek. It has the gold hardware on the side, and they give you the rivets and the tools to even be able to put it together. So I'm going to show you in this video just a little process of me putting it together. And then you open it up and they give you the snap hardware, and this is how it opens up. And like I said, I just made this, so it's still stiff, but because it's leather, it will, over time loosen and kind of mold to its shape better. It gives you a nice long strap, and it's even one of those adjustable belt straps, which is super fun. I bet I could totally make this into a fanny pack with this strap, just kind of put it through belt loops. But yeah, it's super fun. And I love how they give you everything. They even give you the tools. So I'll show you, of course, in the next clips, me making it. But I'm super excited to share it with you guys. There will be affiliate links and also a 15% off promo code. So if you use the promo code Ashley15 with the links below, you can get a discount off of these gorgeous bags. And they have so many. And they even have some that are styled from those really high-end bags like Hermes and things like that. So they're really nice, and like I said, it's 100% leather, so it's really nice. Smells amazing. I love the smell of leather. So yeah, so let's just get straight into the video. And if you want to see me with this on, I'll have photos over on the Instagram, and all those again will be linked in the description box below. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, I'm gonna open up the package and we're gonna see what all we get in this little kit. So there is the pieces of leather, and it smells like leather, so it definitely is. We have a ready-made strap, and it already has the holes punched, and there's two pieces. We have a little piece. I'm assuming that's for the tabs. We got some baggies. Let's just get the rest of the leather out. So we have this piece and this piece, which this is a reinforcement for the flap. And then this piece. So one is the front, one's the back, and one's the flap. I love this color. Oh yeah, smells good. So now in the little toolkit, they give you a pair of little scissors. How cute. Okay, so a little pair of snips. Oops. Oh cool, they give you some wonder clip type things. So these are nice, these are wide. You get two of those. They give you 3 needles. I got 3 needles here. And then the waxed thread, which is awesome because the waxed thread is what will make it easy to thread. Whenever you're working with leather, you want to use a wax thread, otherwise it's hard to get it tight. And so yeah, 3 needles. That's good because I'll probably lose 1 or 2. In the next baggie, we have some more hardware. They give you a little screwdriver. How cute. They give you a snap closure, the magnetic snap closure. And then the little buckle for the strap. 2 square rings. And then the rivets. And the rivets are screw rivets. And that's why they give you the screwdriver, which is good because I don't have a rivet press. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install our male end of the snap into this reinforcement band. And there's already 2 little slits that have been punched. So I'm just going to take that, put that in there, and make it as flat as I can. And then there's this little piece of metal that helps to reinforce it. And you just put that on the back. And then we're just going to flatten. And then that's how it's going to be. Okay, so now we're going to work on putting this on here. And we are going to use 2 needles. So this is a cross stitch type of construction. I've never done this before, but we're going to use that wax thread, and we're going to cut 5 times the length. So we're just going to kind of map it out. And then go 1, 2, so we're on 3 now, no 4, and then 5, and a little extra, and we're just going to cut that. So this is our length, and this should do this whole perimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end of my wax thread, and we're going to put that through one of the needles, and we're going to line up these. Now this one, it's designed so that there's actually 1 extra hole at the top. So we're not going to line up that with that hole. We're just going to go down to the next one, and then that is going to line up with the second hole on that side as well. And we're going to take those clips that they gave us, and we'll just use that to line it up like that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the needle that's on our wax canvas, and they say that you can take that and then take the end of the needle and put it through the thread, and then that will keep it locked on. Cool. Okay, and we're going to have that other needle close by. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through that hole, that first hole. And then we're going to line up the both ends. So we're going to make it even, like that. And then I'm going to put the other needle onto the other end of this. And this part is going to be the trickiest part, but once you figure this out, then it's super easy. And then you're off to the races. Oh, that's not going to work. Whatever. Okay. So we have 2 needles, 1 piece of thread, and we don't want to tangle them up. So we went through that hole. Okay, we're going to go through the second hole, and it's going to line up with both holes, and then you're going to flip it over, and we're going to take that other needle and we're going to go through the same hole but through the back. And then you're going to pull it tight. And we're going to go through that first hole again, and this is just going to reinforce this. Just doing the same thing, going through the top, flip it over, and then take that other needle, run through the top again, and pull tight. And now we can start going to the second hole again, one more time. And with the other needle. And now we're going to go do the same thing. We're going to go to the next hole with one, take the other one, go through the next hole towards the back, and we're just crossing over each other. And then you can tie it or pull it tight, and then we'll go to the next one. The other one. And then just pull it tight every time you go to the next hole. Once you get the hang of it, then you get to go a little faster. But pretty much pretty easy. Okay, so I did all the way around, and I just did a couple extra stitches like we did in the first part over here, and then after that you can go through this hole into the inside of here, and then you can tie it off, and then it'll hide under the flap. And we'll put both through that one hole. There we go. And then you can take the needles out. And tie them in knots. Couple times. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece, and this is the back of the purse. Okay, so we're going to put this one on top of that one. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go through the first hole. And we're going to make it even. And then we'll go through the second hole. Making sure it's still even. Go through the second needle or the second hole again. And we can go again through the first hole to reinforce. And we'll go again. And then we can begin. We're going to sew right down here. And then we'll end there. And then we'll do with our second strand again down here. And we will end right here. Okay, so now we have this all finished. Look at how beautiful it looks. I just need to cut my threads, but that's okay. Now we're gonna work on the gusset portion, which is this long strip here. And I'm gonna take these two little tab pieces, and then we can grab our hardware, which are these guys. And you're just going to put it on like this. And there's a little seam, and you can just cover that up. And all those holes are gonna line up just like that. And we're just gonna use those clips. Just like that. And this construction, you want these ones to be really tight, because this is what is going to be secured. So as you can see, there's the curve there, and this is how it's gonna go. So that's gonna be the top, which is the opening. I'll show you on here. It's gonna go like that. So we're gonna do the same type of sewing, and the holes here are gonna line up with those holes, and we're gonna do that on both the sides. And I'm gonna get my thread, and I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it, and then a little extra, and then I'll cut two of the same length, like that. We're gonna take our little clip off, and then we will place it, and we'll start sewing in the corner, and then we'll go down and up. So I'm just gonna go through the hole, and then through the top, like that. And it's gonna be a little finicky in the beginning. And then we'll go through the second hole, and then the second hole there. And this one, you're gonna want to make sure that things are really tight as they go. We will ideally want that to really hug the hardware. So I'm gonna reinforce that first stitch again, going through and through. And then back through. And then we'll tighten. And the wax really kind of grips it. Go back to the hole. There we go. Nothing. And then we go sideways. So, keep it nice and tight, And then that's just gonna curve around that. And it's not too floppy, which is perfect. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the second one. Okay, so now I'm going to install the female end of my snap, and that's gonna go onto this piece here. It already has a slot. And so now we're gonna take this piece and this piece and the gusset, and we can assemble all these together. So like I said, this is the flap here. So the first part we're gonna do is we're going to sew on this, and then once that's on, then we're gonna sew on that, and then the purse is pretty much done. We'll just need to do the strap. But this one's a little different. I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare my thread again. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to go through the back and then go through the first hole of the gusset. And again, we're going to reinforce this. Let's just even it out. And we're going to go over and then through that hole again. As you can see, we're going to go over it. And this, because this is going to be where there's going to be a lot of stress. So we're just going to do it a couple times. Like that. And then pull it tight. And then we can start to work our way around, and this part is going to sort of curl as you move around. So right now it's really stiff, but the leather will ease into the shape as it's constructed, so you don't have to worry about if you think it's not, you know, it's not going to work out as nice, but it will. Just like that little square tab that we put in, and it just kind of eased its way around that hardware. That's how this is going to go. As you go, it will, once you get the other one on, it will really hold its shape. And you can do a couple at a time, but you don't want to do too much because you want to be able to keep it nice and tight. So I'm just going to continue along, and we'll do all the way around. Okay, so here is how it is looking. So it still needs to like ease into its shape. But now I just need to put this piece on. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Okay, so we have it all done. And this part's going to be sunken in a little bit, so I'm probably going to stuff this so that it will stay open like that, and then it'll be easier to close. So we're just gonna kind of, you kind of want it to form. And then this part will kind of like create, it'll be a lot easier to open and close once things kind of ease into. And this leather is really nice, and over time will soften and really like form its shape after it's been in its, you know, final construction for a long time. Of course, I still have the ties or the strands I need to cut off, but now we're gonna work on the strap. So we have the buckle, so it's an adjustable buckle, and then we have the little rivets that I'm gonna need a screwdriver for. So I'm just gonna take the one that has the spot in it. So this is the spot that is going to go, I'm gonna go like that. Yeah, like that. And then we fold it over like that. And we'll have 2 spots for the rivets. And you're just gonna put them in like that. Should fit all the way on. And then the other half will have the flathead screw. So this part here, we're gonna put that through this, and then we'll just attach it like it's a belt. Like that. And then we can attach the strap onto the bag, and there's gonna be again 2 spots for rivets. So cute. And we're just going to use our lighter, open it up, and then on the inside we can just cut our threads. And because it's leather, it will be just fine taking a little bit of heat. I'm really happy with it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I love that it's real leather. It's gonna last a long time. This is veg leather, and this actually will patina over time, and yeah, really good quality hardware and leather, and it just feels beautiful. It's very smooth and buttery, and it's just great, and I'm so happy with this. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you're interested in making a bag like this, you know, all the links will be in the description box. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye guys!